President Biden says his American Jobs Plan will lead to what he calls transformational progress on climate change. He says the plan would help protect communities from historic storms, floods, and wildfires by making infrastructure more secure. He also said it would provide more opportunities for American workers and farmers in a clean energy future. CBS News climate and energy reporter Cara Korte joins us now with more. So, Cara, the president is promising big progress on climate change with this infrastructure bill. What can you tell us about the veracity of some of these claims?
For sure. It's a big promise, Lana. I was talking to a leader in the climate environmental movement before the bill came out, and he said this is the greatest climate effort that the United States has ever put forward. Now, we know that the goal for the Biden administration when it comes to climate change is to have a net zero energy grid by 2035 and a net zero economy by 2050. So the reason why climate was such a big part of this bill was to kind of get us on track to those goals. Putting it in an infrastructure bill is very intentional because, as we have heard Biden from his campaign days, climate is a jobs issue for Joe Biden and his administration. So what they've done is they've taken kind of pillars of infrastructure. They've looked to redo those pillars, kind of refurb those pillars in a way that would relax climate problems in this country, essentially. So let's take it step by step. When you think about the transportation sector, which is the leading greenhouse gas emissions industry in the United States, the Biden administration is saying, okay, let's take this let's take this industry and let's figure out how to reduce emissions. So one of the ways that they're going to do that is incentivize car manufacturers to build electric vehicles. We've heard a lot about the 500 charging stations that President Biden wants to install across the country. So that's one of the ways they're thinking about infrastructure of the transportation industry, but the way that they want to revive that industry is a way that's also in tandem with fighting climate change. You can also look at the housing industry in this country, obviously a pillar of infrastructure. What they want to do is they want to retrofit houses to make the insulation better so that energy costs go down. They also want to remove lead pipes. As you heard in Christina Ruffini's piece, there are still 9.2 million homes in America that rely on lead pipes to provide their water supply in their homes. So that's something that the administration wants to get done with this bill. They also want to build up research and innovation when it comes to clean energy. They want to incentivize businesses and research across the country so that America is leading when it comes to climate change. Another way they want to do that is by boosting supply chain, which is something that this bill also aims to do. You can install wind turbines, Lana, and you can install solar panels. But when you look about the raw materials that are used in those things, steel for wind turbines or solar batteries for solar panels, the Biden administration also wants to make sure that those materials, that those products are also being made in America. So it's kind of this multi-pronged. The Biden administration always calls it a intergovernmental and multi-governmental platform that will redo and refurbish infrastructure, but also fight climate change.
So, Cara, you say that it is intentional that the administration is tying these climate change initiatives to this infrastructure bill, but might that hurt the chances of the White House actually getting this bill passed?
Well, when you look at history, Lana, you can look to the Obama administration. In 2010, President Obama had the idea of working with then Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid to put a titled climate bill passing through Congress, and that basically went nowhere. It was essentially dead in the water. So Democrats know that if they come out with a bill like the Green New Deal or something that's labeled climate change, they believe that's going to be a non-starter in Congress. So when you link it to infrastructure, as we always hear the administration talking about these jobs, and leading the rest of the world, that's where they believe the sweet spot is. There are a couple downsides, obviously, that Republicans and also some moderate Democrats are going to worry about. Jobs transition is one thing. We saw that happen with the Keystone XL pipeline, which President Biden put on hold. We saw 1,000 Americans lose their jobs kind of in the blink of an eye with no transition plan. So they have some things in place for a transition plan. The Biden plan talks a lot about capping old oil and gas wells so that methane can be captured or methane emissions can be curbed. That's something that they say, a pipe fitter that's working on a pipeline now, or a miner who's working in some kind of mine now can do those things in the future. So they're trying to sweeten the deal a little bit, but they also know that calling this a climate plan is not the way to go.
All right. Cara Korte, thank you.
Thanks, Lana.